What's really good, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy Chef, episode 2 of Bare Knuckle Mob. I want to do things a little differently than I think a lot of people would do. I want to have a little more fun with this, and obviously starting this after the Philly show, it's already covered. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do different content. Yeah, I'm gonna cover fights. I'll do the before predictions, things like that. But I want to have a little more fun with it. I want to do not what ifs, what I think would actually go well with the company and stuff like that. So, being a big video game guy, I got two kids. They're big into video games. They both love combat sports. I was like, yo, BKFC needs to get into the video game world when they're as hot as they are. You know what I'm saying? Like, everyone's talking about it. They're super buzzing. They're massively international, right? Like, we know they're everywhere. They're doing the Dubai show. They got Italy coming up. They've been in Thailand. I don't know if they've done Mexico, right? I don't know, but that's arguably one of the best fighting places in the world. Rich history was fighting there. But they've been everywhere in the States. They've been in Canada. So, I mean, you have an international product with a lot of international talent that it would only be fitting to do it smart and jump in when the iron is hot, strike when the iron is hot. And I think this is the time because we know they also just partnershiped with Ice Wars, and I think it's Ice Wars International, which is the hockey where they go one-on-one, and I'm a big fan of it. Just did a show about it, so I'm super excited. Like, subscribe, share. I don't know if I said that already. I'm 45 in. Like I said, I'm brand new to talking BKFC and making my own channel for it. I have 3 interviews already. I have one with Jessica Borger, who we know she's going to be fighting for the championship in Dubai. Salute to her. Beautiful woman. Incredible mind. Hardworking. I'm a fan of what she does. Let me just say that. Then we have Hassan Al-Ghanim, and he's got one of the greatest knockouts we've ever seen in BKFC. Amazing prospect. Once again, big fan of what he does. You got Mike Hansen, the Mighty Mouse. You know, he's a badass. So I got 3 really cool ones before I even was able to make my podcast. I respect people's grinds and all that. And I was like, you know what? I want to talk everything. And when I interview these people, and I'll go into the show, I want it more than just what their next matchup is. I want to pick their brains. I want to get to know them. I want people to understand their struggles of how they've gotten to where they are now. So if someone's trying to get into the combat game, you kind of understand, you might get a little help from the information that they're dropping. So I really like that aspect of it, or maybe just they went through some struggles that maybe you would understand. They're like super relatable, you know? But back to the video game, and I'm going to say, Mr. Luo, our international guy, I think you got to go, get on the horn with Dave Feldman, the founder of BKFC, because the opportunity is crazy. Combat sports is such a big fan base all over the world that I don't want to say UFC because obviously they're the standard. Their games do very well. But, I mean, to be fair, there's no real competition for UFC as a video game, right? Like, there's no competition out there. And I know some people say, well, there's a reason because they are it. Yeah, it's fine. That's because no one has taken that jump to go at it, right? Like, you have the fight nights, and they're dope, but I think they're missing in a lot of aspects. At the same time, boxing as a whole has been on a decline since pretty much UFC popped off, where BKFC is completely different. This shit is, I keep saying this, if you're not a dog, don't go into BKFC. It's built differently. But, like, let's be 1,000% honest. And here goes into my video game mind for this shit. If you throw Conor McGregor on a fucking a case, right? People are gonna buy it just because it's Conor McGregor. He's the draw. I love him, hate him, whatever. And I know that he recently promised he'll get into the BKFC ring. And I'm gonna tell you right now, I think the last fight he had is the last fight we've ever seen for Conor McGregor. He's trying to be the president of Ireland and fix the mess that's going on over there. It's not a shot. Like I said, it's nothing but love. But I think this is it. Hey, he's the president. He ain't fighting nobody. Let's be honest. That's not. He got way bigger fish to fry than dealing with an upcoming fight or whatever. But he has minority ownership in BKFC, so you can make him as a character in the game, and that shit will sell itself, right? You have girls like Britain Hart, Christina Fiera. If I say your name, my bad. I butcher everybody's name. Amazing champions, right? So through the male roster and the female roster, they're super stacked. And like I said, with all the internationals, if you're a fan of BKFC, and I know I'm kind of talking fast and a lot, I'm Puerto Rican. This is what I do. You know what I'm saying? My bad. But if you look at a lot of their social medias, there's BKFCs in their name. If you look through their social medias, you see they always, rocking some BKFC gear. They support the brand at a super high level. So even if you got guys that are considered prospects, I don't care how many likes or views or whatever their platforms get. You throw these prospects in these games and they share it. You know how many eyes just on prospects alone? We're not even talking about your main champions. We're not talking about, a fighter like Eddie Alvarez, who has a massive following, who's part of BKFC. We're not even talking that. I'm just saying number-wise, if these people have 1,000 people, I'm just saying 1,000. We all know that most of these people have way more than 1,000. If they just have 1,000 people that are following them on their social media platforms, and let's just say there's 30, and there's way more than 30 fucking prospects in BKFC, that's 30,000 people right there that are going to be seeing them share this video game, right? Now, I would love if they went and used the Fight Night engine, because Fight Night has a dope freaking it's very clean. The movement's clean. The strikes are clean. And it's basically the same thing, except you're taking off the gloves and you're just bare knuckling it up, right? So use a similar engine to that, and you'd have a great, clean product. Customization is key. Everybody knows that right now we're in the era where everybody wants to customize everything. I would never put any kind of other belt. You're going to have a BKFC belt, like it or not. Now, I would say you could probably have designs on the belt to match your fighter, bling your belt out, right? Like just stuff like that. You don't alter or change the shape of anything on the belt, because as soon as you try to put create a belt, people are going to put WWE belts, UFC, PFL, the list goes on, AEW, Impact, MLW, NWA, whatever. Everyone's going to start throwing belts like crazy. No, you get our belt and you get selections of how to customize them through the straps, through blinging it out. Maybe some look a little rusted and beat up, make it look hardcore. I don't know, but customization is key. Your character, give them tattoos that they could get, different entrances, because there's a lot of great fighters that have came in BKFC with masks on. So I think that with all that also, I think a big thing would be in the customization aspect of it, to create a venue. I think that'd be pretty dope, because if, like, let's just say, because I'm from Queens, New York, right? Instead of just having a venue in New York, when you earning your way and you're moving up and you're doing your thing and you become champ, whatever, I'd like to make an arena built around my guy, like, because I'm the marquee person now. Obviously you're talking your story mode, or when you're going to be online or whatever it may be. I'd like to build an arena built around whatever I like, and it don't got to be 6 billion options, but have enough where, you have at least 8 different kind of venue types where they're structured different. You can have outdoor ones, do it kind of gimmicky, have like the Roman Coliseum you could fight next to the Great Wall of China, have things where people go, oh snap, this is different, right? This is fire, because everybody wants more. Everybody wants they want to have fun with it. And when you're playing like a fight night and everything's just in one ring and that's kind of what it is, it gets old quick. You know what I mean? Where different things, you can do different venues. There's a lot of guys who have, and I've seen it, and I've only seen like one girl who had a BKFC chain with the pendant on it where it said BKFC. I've seen round joints. Make bling available. Create your own BKFC, your fire. You know what I'm saying? Like, give opportunities to put more to it. Also, downloadable content. And here goes where I don't want to try to sound too street or whatever, right? Like, But if you have a better product or a great product and you sell it for less, now here goes where greed fucks people up. People know when they have a great product, they want to sell it for more and make more money on the quick ends, right? I disagree with that, because if I have a better product than you and I sell it for less, I'm making more money because people can afford it. So instead of maybe spending that 60, 70, or 100, because those game of the year editions or whatever they call them, they're like 100 bones now. Instead of paying that, I'd rather do 40. Buy a BKFC for 40. I undercut the price of my competition. I have a great product or better product, more affordable, more customizable, more things to do. It gives people an option to say, oh shit, well, damn, I'll save this extra 20 bones and I'll freaking buy this game. Like I said, we've seen a picture with Iron Mike Tyson and Conor McGregor where Tyson had the belt around him. I'd go into Tyson's camp. Yo, Tyson, what's it going to cost for me to put you in this game? How much? I'd call the Prince Nassim one of the most showtimest fighters I've ever seen in my life. And if you don't know Prince Nassim, I don't know how old you are, but this dude was doing some wild shit in venues. I mean, this guy was a showman. To me, he's like the prime time of boxing. I'd call his camp. Hey, Prince, what's it going to take for me to get you in this game? You have some kind of relationship with Kimbo Slice Jr. because he was supposed to be at a show, and I don't know who pulled out or no diddy, but he was supposed to be there. It's no whatever, you already have information with him. I'm telling you right now, Kimbo Slice has to be a part of this because Kimbo was banging out in the streets before anybody even knew what BKFC was, and doing this on a YouTube level where he was really using these outside. I think a Kimbo Slice would be incredible. And I'm not saying the DLC's got to be 99 cents. Now, salute to Mutant Football League, which I'm a fan of. I got their game, and they give you teams. Every team that you download is 99 cents. For something so simple per character, you don't need $4 or $5.99, right? It's a simple add-on. Whatever you're charging, $1.99, I would do $1.99, 99 cents, whatever it's going to be. More people would buy that so fast, it's incredible. I'm looking long term, and I'm looking at people saying, "Oh, I could spend this. It doesn't hurt my pocket." Instead of $9.99, and you're like, "Damn, I know $10 sounds like whatever." Well, every one character, 10, 10, 10, 10. You start doing the math. Maybe I'm on my dad's shit where, as a society we are now, money is tight and things are looking shaky. So I'm looking long term. How can I afford and do more with the dollar? But it's a street thing. I mean, always has been since Frank Lucas. I'm going to have the best product out there and sell it for less. You know why? Because now your customers become my customers. I have a better product than you, and now they're not going to sit there and wait on your shit. They're going to come over here and go get it from me for less, right? And then I cut you out. And you know what? There is no street shit when you're making video games. You ain't got to worry about retaliation. So you sit there, you make a doper product, you sell it for less, you take their clientele, it becomes your clientele. Then those people who love the games say they see a Jessica Borga, the Black Widow, and they might not know her work because they live under a rock, but they play in the video game, they see her. Now all of a sudden, oh shit, we got to watch BKFC. Let's go get the BKFC app. Let's enjoy this because now we're a fan of the game, and trust me, there are plenty of games that I played that I didn't know they were linked to something, and I become a fan of something else because of the game. I'm just saying there's a lot of opportunities. Also, when you're sitting there and you're like, say this does happen, I would love for everyone to eat, right? Now there's a guy, the BKFC Cutman. I think it's at BKFC Cutman. It should be something like that. Guillermo Perez. Now I chop everybody's name up, my bad. But if it's a big pay-per-view, he's there. He is the BKFC Cutman, real talk. But he's a boxer too. Like he really does that. But incorporate him in the game. Don't make it like a random generated character. Whoever your top people are, put them in this game. The other side, I'm not sure who's on his level, but stick them on the other side, and it is what it is. And they do their thing. Or you could hire your cut man, and you have obviously a bunch. Put a bunch of them in the game. Let everybody get a piece of the pie. your ring girls. Now I got a list because there's only three that I know offhand that I'm a fan of, real talk fan of. But the OG is going to be Caitlin Bertrand, right? Like every big show she's at, which that is the lady to the BKFC Cup, man. That's his lady. Salute to them. God bless. Wish them nothing but the best. But she's like the OG when it comes to BKFC ring girls. Area Wild is a BKFC ring girl. And I'm going to say this also name. Carla Jade. I'm a big fan of her. She got a dope YouTube. You got to follow it. Like I said, I love her work and what she does. Little kind of like, oh, damn, because I would love to see her as a ring girl in the game. But we recently found out that she retired from the ring girl game, and she's going to focus more on her boxing. She is a champion. Incredible talent, right? Like beautiful inside the ring, outside the ring, all that good shit. Like I said, she just retired. I would definitely reach out to her and, try to be like, hey, if we're going to go this route, would it be cool if you be a ring girl because, you're a beautiful girl and you've done this for us. And we'd like to, give you a little something. Chelsea Abrea, and Sophia Halidis. Like I said, I fuck everybody's name up. And there's so many more. These are just the ones that I think are super beautiful and do what they do. Now, the ring girl thing, before anyone takes it any kind of weird, let me explain something to you. Ring girls are more than just like, oh my God, look at these hot ring girls, right? They're an energy because they're walking around, they're smiling. They got this energy where it's infectious, right? Like it's more than just the tits and the ass where a lot of thirsty ass dudes, that's all they give a shit about. But if you pay attention to the vibe, you got these guys that are banging out. It's a war out there. And then you got these beautiful women who, like I said, all women are beautiful or come from a single mother. It is what it is. But they got this beautiful smile on. They walk around with this great energy. It's a change of the setting. Like you can kind of, all right, I'm good. You know what I mean? Like that's just how I think. I think everybody plays a part in everything. But I wanted to show you guys a video from Fight Night on how I think that BKFC could use this as their cut, man. I was supposed to play this before I kind of shot over it. But watch this video real quick. This is crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like the way this works. I mean, you just seen he's all busted up and bloody and all that. If you're telling me BKFC can't use something exactly like this, right? Make their own. Obviously, this is an older video, but it's super clean to what I wanted to portray as what they could be doing going in. This is just my take on it, And like I was saying, that it's such a clean, even though, yeah, that's an old video and I took that so I could show this, but it's the little details like that that would make this game so much better. Having multiple different kind of people, and obviously you can have your camps and storylines, and yeah, it has to have a female storyline and a male storyline of your prospects. I would actually put, because I think next year is the official start of the BKFC. I think it's next year, unless that the Canada, whatever, it's Fight for the Border or something. I don't know if BKFC is jumping in on that one, but I would build this, and as downloadable content, I'd add that in. Right now, that is going to be its own separate kind of thing. You could do a $19.99 for that. Once again, like I'm saying, you're doing this at a cost-effective rate where you have more people being able to afford it than on the high end where you're like, oh, damn, it is what it is. But then you get all your hockey fans to come in, right? So you have such an ill value that's sitting there. Like I said, I'm excited. It is what it is. But I think you got to strike when the iron's hot. You got to. And I mean, right now, you got so many great storytellers who know how to promote their fights. And obviously you're going to have your promos and, your press conferences and all that. You'll have your generated what things you can say, be a bad, be a heel, be a face. I would definitely have at some point some kind of street fighting element where if your players got that bling and the fights, you could raise extra money fighting in the street or something. And I'd have, I could fight for your chain or your watch or something fire with the BKFC logo on it, That's just me. Like I said, customization is key. And like I said, obviously I'm going to talk more BKFC shit, but I want to have fun with this. I want to talk topics that aren't just going to be just straight fights. This is what I have fun with. Like I said, salute to Carla Jade. Go follow her YouTube because she does some really cool shit. You're seeing more like a day in the life of with her. And if you're a fan of fighters and boxing and all that, man, salute these cats, man. You have no idea how much time they put into their craft, right? We could say, oh, this person lost, they suck, whatever. That person took months of training to lose. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes they don't even really lose. They unfortunately the judges give a bad call or see something that wasn't there. So respect the game. You know what I mean? And that's where I'm at with it. Also, I'll play my music last on every show because I know that everybody's not into hip hop. It's my music. I'm gonna play my shit. But like, subscribe, share, all that good shit. Bare Knuckle Mob. Let me throw the t-shirt up, the jersey. Bare Knuckle Mob. Y'all know what it is, man. I'm out of here.